You're so proper. I feel like you're like a Barbie on the couch. Okay, so cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, welcome back to the Tropic Wonder podcast. Today we have a very special guest, my friend Svetlana, and she goes by Lana for all the Americans who can't pronounce her name properly, right? It's not that hard though. Svetlana is not that hard.
You're trying good, but some people are lazy.
Okay. So tell us a little bit. You're obviously Russian, if you can tell by her beautiful accent, sexy accent. So you came to America in the past couple of years, right?
Almost 5.
5 years.
Yes.
Okay, wow. And did you come here by yourself or?
By myself, but my cousin lives here, so she invited me.
Okay, so you knew somebody here, so that like
Just
makes
one
it.
person.
So that makes it somewhat less scary, but like I couldn't imagine just picking up and moving my life to Russia, like without knowing anybody. That would terrify the hell out of me.
Almost virgin.
Wow, yeah. Gosh, yeah, I mean, that's so ballsy. Like, I love it. Because I couldn't imagine, like, learning Russian, moving across the entire world, not knowing anybody, and then still having to just do normal things that, like, we take for granted. Like, going to get a job is, like, everything is 10 times harder than what we have here.
Especially when you're in your 30s, and like a lot of guys, American guys, used to say that Russian girls are, like not that smart. They are immigrants. Obviously, about all immigrants, people say sometimes that I think it's because of the accent. And so, go try yourself in another country in your 30s, and let's see who is smart.
See how, yeah. Well, and so personally, like I've never thought that. I have another Russian friend. She's awesome and intelligent and beautiful, just like you. And I always thought she was like such a badass because for me, like when I hear the Russian accent, it's like strength,
yes,
right? Like sometimes you guys are like, pest the salt. And I'm like, like it sounds like I mean business, don't mess with me. And I love that. I think that's
to be honest with you, it's really true. Like we are very strict. For instance, if someone asks me, how are you doing today? Where are you going? Like neighbors. Yeah. I don't want to waste my time on that.
Yes.
I need time to waste with someone.
Totally. So like don't waste time on the small talk chit chat. And like I'm very much like that too. But I think like Americans, especially if you're like I'm the Midwest, so like Chicago and stuff like that, like we're very chatty people. Like it's cool, you can go into any bar and make like 10 new best friends. But like some places, if you get into the heart of the city, like Chicago, like it's cold. It's just like you're talking about. They're like hi bye. Like New York, it's the same way. They like take pride in not wanting to get to know their neighbors. But I guess it's like finding a balance because like when I first met you, you were very warm and like loving, and I felt immediately like, oh, we're gonna be friends. I think I asked you the first time I met you, like, hey, you need to come on my podcast.
Yeah, it was like that.
So we met, and then we just started talking shit about Joe Biden. I think was how we bonded.
About something, and by the end of conversation and couple of years, we already exchanged the phone numbers.
Yeah, like it felt like comfort and relief to hear your point of view because, like, from another part of the world, somebody else like gets it. And they see what's going on in America. And, if you don't travel, if we don't get out of the country, all we have to rely on is what the news tells us, which isn't always accurate, correct?
Correct.
And so, like, what is your point of view? Obviously, I know you don't speak for the entire country of Russia, but, like, as a Russian, what is your point of view of, like, American politics? Like, how did you feel? You were still living in Russia when Trump was elected,
yes,
right? So like, did you guys get the same media coverage that we did here where like, he's a racist, he's a Nazi, he's an orange man bad? That's
no. First of all, Russia is a little bit different. If you would say that Putin is an asshole, you would go to the jail right away, like for 20 years.
Because you don't have the First Amendment, which is the right to free speech, and then the Second Amendment, the right to back up that speech.
And also, okay, to compare with US, people can speak here, but the point is of what? They're not gonna change anything, Inflation is huge and nobody can do. And if I believe that Joe Biden is a Democrat, it has to be a democratical principle. So
Exactly. Yeah.
One person is
The policies.
has voice, you know.
Totally. Well, and yeah, I mean, inflation's out of control. Like every time I go to the grocery store, I feel like it's $10 more than it was last week or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, these Democrat policies are failing. And in reality, I think it's so much deeper than that. You know, that it goes beyond. Like they want to fool us with the illusion of choice. Like, oh, Republican, Democrat.
Exactly.
But really, it's like I think one snake with two heads.
Yeah.
Like, and they have us fighting amongst ourselves. Like, oh, well, if you're liberal, then I must hate you, or it's race division, black versus white, or you know, they have us like fighting amongst ourselves instead of fighting the real truth, which is like the government who's just robbing our money and keeping us enslaved.
I mean, of course it's true, you know. I would say like if in Russia nobody cares what people think, they are not fool them. They just tell them that you are guys nobody, nothing. But in America they would say this in a very American, you know, style, like, oh, I'm sorry, I understand your problem. You went to the store, yeah, prices grow up, but you should be fine.
Right.
This is what typical American would say.
So it's kind of got like this fake facade.
Of course.
So like, tell me how you would tell me in Russia. And like, this is something I love about Russians. Like, you guys are just direct and to the point. Like, you don't waste time sugarcoating it. And I don't need you, like, I'm an adult. I don't need you to hold my hand. Like, okay, here's another thing I wanted to ask you about. So in America, so in our liberal universities, which I think are just like indoctrination camps, they just tell you what to think, not how to think, which is a huge difference. So we have something called safe spaces now, where grown men can go and not be triggered by words that make them feel feelings. Like, what do you think about that? Like, what would be like that in Russia? Like,
no, I don't think in Russia it's gonna work.
Like, I saw a grown man at a university start crying on the podium in a lecture hall in front of all of his classmates because people were clapping. He's like, I have anxiety. You need to use spirit fingers. This is a grown man. Like,
yeah.
What would happen if a guy did that in Russia? Because I hope he would just get.
They probably
snapped.
would say that he's gay and they would put him in jail because you cannot be gay in Russia.
So you can't be gay at all.
No.
What else are like some vast differences? Because like the majority of people are not going to get the opportunity to travel to Russia in their lifetime. So, and I feel like people here are babied and coddled, so they're weak, they're soft.
Exactly.
You know, Americans are weak.
I know that. I mean, I have been living here for 5 years.
So
and
you
yeah,
feel that too.
100%. Yeah.
What are like the men like? I mean, dating for you has to be hard because you're probably used to really strong, stoic, like badass men, and you come here and guys are like, you hurt my feelings.
Yeah, we're not going to date out because I didn't sleep good. Okay.
Because I have anxiety.
Yeah, go to Russia, go to the manufacturer to work, and let's talk later.
Right, exactly. Because there's no room for your feelings.
No.
Like, so my grandfathers, they were all the men in my family were Marines. They all were like badasses. Like, I never once, like, my dad and my stepdad don't know what anxiety is. Like, they've never heard of it. They're like, I don't get it. Who cares about feelings? You go to work. That's all there is.
Exactly. And you know what else people say? When you are working and you are busy, you have no time to think about your
emotions.
Yeah, something what you're not supposed to think. And obviously it's true.
Right.
Like, go to work out and you're not gonna think about something bad.
I personally don't allow room for depression in my life. It's not that I don't believe in it. It's that I don't have it. I won't have it. I will never be depressed because I just tell myself, like, you're not allowed to do that, bitch. Get up and go to work. Like, go lift weights. I don't give a shit if you don't want to do this today.
Oh, you will be good to Russian.
Going. I love Russian people because
yeah,
I
you
feel
will
like
be good in Russia, but I'm not sure if you're gonna make any money.
No.
But you will be good.
I totally want to go with you someday, though. I really do, because I feel like I just want to experience that, like the architecture.
Now
and
everything
history.
is so weird. If, for instance, you will go to the meeting, you will go after the meeting, they will arrest you, and you will go to the jail.
Wow.
Just because you were at the meeting.
So you just don't have a whole lot of freedom.
We don't have freedom at all.
No freedom.
It's like, no. And all Russia, it's about police, KBG, and they used to say like years ago it was mafia, but no, now it's not mafia. Now it's called
KGB.
KGB, you know, like.
What is the like popular opinion about Putin? Like, what do Russians in Russia think about Putin?
We do not like him because obviously he came at the time, like people used to say that, oh, because of the Putin, you know, he opened the way to America, you know, he built up a lot of relationship with other countries and stuff like that. But don't forget, it was a time when we really start, I mean, people create iPhones, you know, like,
right.
Obviously we would go this way without Putin or with him.
Right,
like,
so the technology is moving too.
No, and he just made stuff worse when you really don't have your opinion. For instance, yesterday it was a selection in Russia, and it was around 20% of people who did that, who came to the selection.
Okay.
So because they don't want to, it's wasting of time. You know, you're not gonna change anything.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting because like here we have the illusion of an election, but the elections also are kind of rigged now in America. It's sad.
Do you see difference? In Russia, you don't need to have illusion. They will say
just like, hey, you're gonna do it. Yeah, don't bother.
Yeah, it's like
you'll lose.
Here it's American, be nice.
Yeah, they pretend. The best way to own slaves is to allow them to think that they're free. So they pretend that we have all these freedoms, but really we don't. Like all the people...
Don't at all, you know.
No, not really. No.
Yeah.
No. Nobody
don't forget about, for instance, drugs or antidepressant pills. They purposely give prescription for the people.
To cripple them.
Just to keep them, of course. They are bringing money to the insurance companies, pharmacies and stuff like that.
Oh, they're drug dealers.
If American would say right now, would want right now to stop this opium painkillers crisis, they would just close the pharmacies or companies who is producing that, right?
Right.
But they're not doing that.
But they don't do it because of the money.
Of course.
I mean, it's no different than having a street drug dealer. That's what our government is essentially.
Exactly. So.
And like, you know, I have talked about this, you know, in our personal lives, but our just shock over like the American drug industry, like how they will just write you a prescription. Like I could go, like I don't take pain pills, I know you don't either, but I could go in for, you know, any kind of ailments. Just say I have a backache, which I do have, like a broken back in 2 places, and I could go in and they would give me this prescription. I think they're cracking down a little bit, but they still want Americans to be stupid and asleep. Like take that pill, go to McDonald's, put on, you know, American Idol, and just go back to sleep and let us take care of the money. That's what.
Yeah.
And like I think there's so much miseducation in America, which is sad because like the founding fathers had a really good thing going with our Constitution in the beginning, and now we're seeing right now in like our generation, we're seeing the decline of that. And I think they're brainwashing all these young people who are uneducated, and they're confusing them.
It's a lot. You know how many times I used to see in America in a restaurant when people, before they pay their check, they are counting numbers in the iPhone.
Yeah.
Or through the app. So like you cannot count how much is it 20% from 100.
Oh yeah.
It's like, so I don't know.
Like the dumbing down. Oh, so there's this guy, I don't know if you've seen him, he's on Instagram, I think Justin Awad, I think is his name, and all he does is go in Times Square and just interviews random people. He's like, who fought in the Mexican-American War? And they're like, oh shit, I don't know. And he's like, if it's Monday today, what day will it be in 2 weeks? And they're like, oh dude, I know this one. And like nobody knows. Like
I asked my ex-American how many oceans are in the world, and he didn't answer.
I don't even think I know the answer to that. What was it?
Yeah.
7?
5.
5. Okay, I was but like other countries know geography and like math and like we are emasculating our men in America right now. Like they put atrazine in the water. They can flip the sex of a frog, like, or amphibians, and they put those chemicals are in our water. Like we have more gay people now today than ever. The penis sizes are shrinking. There's less testosterone by 50% in America. Meanwhile, China, like the CCP, they have programs that are making their men more masculine, making their country smarter, like the mathematics and everything. And meanwhile, like America, we're just crippling our people, so they can't be warriors, they can't serve, they can't protect us. They make masculinity toxic. If you're
they
a man,
don't know how to write at all. Like if they sign something, oh my god! Like I remember I was studying in school when computers just came out, but it was super expensive. And guess what? All essays or assignment we just write by hand.
I mean, we have this technology that's supposed to enhance our lives, but really it's like crippling us and making us ineffectual.
I mean, there are some people who I know they really understand what is going on, and I like those people because they are, they are learning, they are reading books, they are going to work out, and their exercises are pretty good. They are try to keep, they are eating healthy. For instance, all this American, it's just the money about keto diet. Show me at least one person who lost weight with the keto diet.
Right.
No, you cannot lose weight with the keto diet because one molecule of fat is twice more calories than carbs or protein.
Got it. Yeah.
So it's like
not long term, so they might.
And your brain not gonna work without carbs.
Right, totally.
And all what I can see right now, all this keto diet is just in the supermarket special section.
Because the money, because they can,
of course.
Because Americans always want like a quick fix or a
okay,
fad diet,
but
so.
Okay, let's say like this American, you can be a gay, you can be a transgender, right? And doesn't matter how people think about you, right?
Right.
I remember Victoria's Secret, they use models who is like size plus.
Yeah.
And America it was a big time propaganda when Americans say that you shouldn't care what people think, we are all beautiful and blah blah blah. So okay, anyways, why Ozempic? It's a drug, prescription drug for diabetic people. Why this drug is more popular in America right now?
Right.
If you guys super happy the way you look with your extra
70 pounds of fat.
10, 70, 100 pounds, why would you chase for this drug, Ozempic, with a horrible, it's like not side effect, it's really effect what you definitely will get. It's depression, it's a nightmares, you cannot sleep, like sleeping problem and stuff like that, but you're losing weight. For how long you're gonna be slim, I don't know. But probably you're not gonna be alive for a long time.
Well, no kidding. And and people don't see the connection here. Like, oh no, you're beautiful just the way you are. Gain 100 pounds. Oh, guess what? You need this drug now because you're a fat piece of crap. You can't do anything. No, I'm with you on that. Like, I don't believe, like, as someone who has like struggled with my weight my whole life, and I'm just now like 38 and I'm just now learning how to like work out and really manage my body and eat healthy. And like healthy food, this is so messed up in our system. Healthy food is considered diet food. Like that is no, it's just food.
I mean,
there's junk food and
it's just diet, of course. But okay, do you think government care about that? If you will turn on regular like TV, like a channel TV. And if it would be evening time, you definitely will see all commercials about the food, about junk food, of course, McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So imagine how many people right away calling to order.
Yeah. Yeah, because it puts that.
And evening time, you're hungry.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that you have to go and eat burger.
Right.
Like go make you some salad, like cucumbers with tomatoes, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, spinach, I don't know, like a tuna with avocado. It's a lot of stuff you can eat, you know, even on a diet.
Yeah.
Or even if you want to eat healthy.
I remember one night you were at one of my shows and you were over here eating a salad like this big, and you're like, I want a freaking cheeseburger, it's delicious, but no, I'm eating this salad because it's healthy. And I was just laughing, I was like, exactly.
It's interesting fact, I think it was in 80s, McDonald's decided to create like a healthy menu, like less
Sure.
calories menu,
I remember that,
like
yeah.
a diet menu. And guess what people did? They bought burger from the diet menu and they bought another one from the regular. So they put in their mind, if they order, doesn't matter like what you eat with that.
Right.
They order from the healthy menu, like a diet menu,
Yeah.
you will get slimmer.
Right.
And this way, McDonald's increase sales right away with this
And the people were actually eating more calories.
Of course,
Right.
Of course,
So-
the regular burger plus diet burger.
So it's like that manipulation. Like,
Of course.
yeah, and it works. I mean,
And
advertising works,
all
yeah.
about the money. But I mean, I'm a fitness teacher, and obviously I'm reading all bags, each
Everything
single
you're
item.
eating. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's like a lot of tricks with the first of all servings.
Okay.
They show you calories from the serving and like big number like that, and the small number per the container.
Right.
And if you see on the ice cream, like Ben and Jerry's, right?
Yeah.
You see, oh, okay. In your mind, you think like, okay, 300 kilocalories. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna eat, breakfast tomorrow, or like,
Right.
or I will walk 1 hour and I will burn 300 calories. It's easier.
Right.
It's really 1 hour of walk, and you take this ice cream.
Right.
You didn't read that it's per serving, and obviously it's probably like 4 servings
Per
in the
container.
container.
Right. So they're totally being manipulated.
Of course.
And really, they're deluding themselves, because like the information's there, just we're not investigating it properly. But yeah, I mean, and like we're not warriors anymore. We're not hunting, gathering food. We're not going out to run over mountains and spear a gazelle and eat it. Like we're not working to go get this food. We're not burning anything. You can just DoorDash anything you want right to your doorstep. So
Yeah.
we're sitting here
I
just
feel
like
sorry that I wish for some people DoorDash would deliver a brain,
yeah, people just don't really think these days. And like, especially when, COVID happened the last couple of years. I mean, my God, we talked about this a little bit, like the people who really think that the government cares about them and wants them to have these jabs. I'm not even going to say it because my video will get canceled, but they want them to have these jabs. Like, you don't think that's for profit? You think that the government cares for you? You have to be a special kind of stupid to think that the government cares for you.
I think it's just because, too many years let's say American 40 years old guy, he forgot when he last time opened the book, for instance. Let's say he works, somewhere,
Right.
And imagine COVID. And he with a lot of information which his brain doesn't know how to get.
Process, yeah.
Exactly, because this guy never read anything. He was watching CNN, right? Only track the hurricanes and stuff like that. And imagine he has so much free time and a lot of information. His brain already doesn't work properly.
Do not compute.
People got crazy.
The overload,
Yeah.
I had people I was going to Trader Joe's without a mask, and I had people grown women tell me that I deserve to be shot in the head and killed for not wearing a mask. I mean,
oh my God, Trader Joe's is the funniest story, because I went to the Trader Joe's and the COVID just came out, and it was one couple, like old couple, like I would say elder couple, and they was wearing gloves, masks, and they were carrying the carriage, and the lady just put her mask like that and scratched her nose with the gloves.
great.
So
Now you're transferring everything.
like,
so that
what's the
everybody-
purpose to wear like a clown, you know?
I remember my favorite thing was like the glass shield between you and the checkout clerk, and then like she would lean around and say something to you. I'd be like, do you not see the nonsense in this? Like, or the plastic shield over the punch button on the credit card machine.
I mean, you can see a lot of movies, you know, epidemics movies, and obviously the Americans, and you could see when something happens like that, people don't try to get information, don't try to work this information. They just believe what they see and believe what they hear. So if it's epidemic, you know, like and like I forgot the movie. It was before COVID, exactly the same. Injection.
I don't remember.
I will find for you.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, it was before COVID they created that movie, and like 10 years later COVID came out.
Lo and behold.
And it was like obviously the same, and people didn't know how to think.
Right.
They
no.
forgot.
Most people don't think. I say this all the time. I'm like, I have a meme that I like to send all my friends back and forth, and it's just two people, and the one's like, I hate thinking. Let's let someone else do this for us. And he's like, me too. Like, I hate thinking. No, you have to be. The world is tough. Like, you have to be formidable. You have to like work out, get a beast mode body, like get your mind right. Nutrition, water, like make sure that you have to make your health your own priority and your responsibility, and stop relying on the government to do it because they don't care.
But why would people do that? They're okay, they're enjoying their burgers after they get Ozempics, you know, or do liposuctions, and you know, like, and again.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like, why?
That's so true. Yeah.
I used to say that, you know, dumb people, they are lucky. Because sometimes I wish I would be dumb.
Ignorance
you know,
is
like,
bliss.
Yeah, and they're not thinking about stuff like that.
No.
For instance, you think about, you know, like how to increase, I don't know, like your IQ or stuff like that, how to get better job, and you worry about that. Dumb people, they're worried what will I dress tomorrow.
That's it.
Yeah.
They don't have like this like inner drive and the thought.
No.
Like, they don't have a deeper, and that's, so a lot of people have accused me my whole life of being mean. But I'm not. I do sort of have just like this like low grade irritation with people, but like stupid people, you know, because like right away when I meet someone who's like a kindred spirit, like you and I met, and I was like, oh my God, yes, thank you, a normal person I can talk to. I love people, and I am super warm and loving and like inviting I can be, but like I call them muggles, like from Harry Potter, like the non-magic people. They just don't get it. They just are like, I just go about my life. I do this routine. I don't think about anything else. Like, but I do get frustrated with blind stupidity. I'm like, you just never had a thought, did you? Just not once. No, just never.
So, you know, like on stupidity level, God. One guy was texting me on a dating app, and he was asking me for my phone number, and I was like, okay. I mean, I don't care if he will bother me. I will just block him.
Block
you
him,
know,
sure.
that's it. And obviously, nowadays, you can find anybody's phone number.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
My sister was just telling me that. I was like, I had no idea. I'm sort of
yes,
like,
you can.
I'm
so,
behind the times
anyways,
with that.
I gave him my phone number, and let's say we text in the morning, and afternoon he texts me, hello Lana. I say like, hey, who are you? And he goes like, the stranger with whom you're flirting online. And obviously I told him, do you think I'm flirting with only one stranger online?
What do you say?
He goes like, I hope. I'm on a dating app. He's on a dating app. Obviously, he's texting with multiple women.
Exactly.
And me, it's the same way.
Exactly.
He was thinking what? That I'm sitting and waiting when he will text
Just
me? Yeah,
watching.
like, come on.
Please text me. So speaking of dating apps, do you have like a preference? Is one better than the other? Because I had like this much experience with dating apps, and like they always like freaked me out. But I felt like I was on like Bumble, for example, and I didn't know that Bumble was like a liberal dating site. Like I got the worst guys that would call me. Like one guy showed up like, when we go out, you look like this. Like I went out for coffee one morning when I first moved here. I was living in Delray at the time, and I went out for coffee, and it was actually like a guy that my girlfriend had already gone on a date with, and she was like leaving town, so she sent him to me, which I just thought was so weird but funny. And I was like, whatever, I need to meet friends and make, acquaintances, so this is fine. So I was out for coffee down the street one morning at this beautiful coffee shop. Like I'm in heels, and like it was Sunday, I'm in heels and like a dress, and I'm like beautiful, put together, reading and joining coffee. And this guy texted me from Bumble, and he was like, hey, like, oh, you're here, I'm gonna stop by. And he shows up in like wrinkled baggy shorts, like flip-flops or like sandals with socks, and like a dirty shirt. Like I could tell he hadn't showered, he probably didn't brush his teeth. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm renting a room from one of my friends. And I was like, oh my god, you're like 40 and you're renting a room from your friend. Which like I get if you're going through a bad divorce or something like that, but like I don't think that was this guy's case. And then COVID happened like a month later, and he turned out to be like masked guy or whatever. So that was like my only experience with Bumble. So I figured out that they're all weirdos.
No, I didn't register on Bumble. Right now, people say that Facebook dating is cool. I know my friends who actually met and got married afterwards. They met on Match.com.
Oh,
so
that's like one you pay for.
Yeah,
okay.
At least you understand that like Tinder swindler or how yeah. I mean, I believe in destiny, so I will meet my love, my soul. When it will be a time, and
when you're supposed to.
I don't know, but the dating app, it's fun. You still talk with different people, but I know some funny stories. But it's like the guy said, okay, you pay for the dinner or stuff like that. I never had that in my experience. And one guy once, a friend of mine, actually American, he said that it's cool when your girlfriend sometimes pay for the dinner. And I told him, like, if you will ask me to pay for the dinner, it will be our last date.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
Forever. Why do I need you if I will buy myself flowers and I will take myself dancing,
Exactly.
Like, why do I need you? But imagine, they don't want to go to the restaurant, invite you for the date, go to the restaurant, and what if we would be like different person? Or like...
Right. Well, yeah, because people do get catfish. My brother got catfish.
I know, my friend as well. He goes like, when I came there, it was like a lady who were on the pictures 20 years ago, and
yes.
200 pounds
200 pounds heavier. Yeah. So, like, what's the perfect height for you?
Higher than 6.
Because you're tall.
Of course. 6'1", maybe.
6'1". What are you, like? Are you 5'8"?
5'8".
5'8", okay.
Yeah.
I'm 5'7". So yeah, like
smart.
You can't be shorter than me.
No.
But sometimes the little ones surprise you. And they're always good in bed. I don't know what it is. Like they try harder. I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't believe in Santa Claus. I don't believe in surprises. So I prefer to see what I have.
I'm getting into. Yeah. Because like the foot size, I mean, that's not always accurate. Like it's not always a thing, but usually is.
No, I cannot. Every single one what shorter than 6.0.
No.
Friend zone.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, height's important to some. Like, I totally get that for sure. But yeah.
But you're lucky. You have more opportunities. You know, you have more choices than me.
Well, and you know, like for me, it's all about I love a masculine man, so it doesn't matter so much. But like, then he definitely has to have like, I mean, what's important
Me
to me,
too.
like health,
Chest.
like fitness, yeah, like
Chest and back 100%.
oh yeah, like I love muscles.
I mean, at least little bit on the legs, because you know the guy to work out with your
The guy who skips leg
top
day.
part, yeah, they do it easier, and they cannot train their legs because
Yeah.
first of all it's a lot of weight on the top. So
Yeah.
obviously, if you do squats with a weight plus your weight as well,
Yeah.
for them it's harder. That's why they're lazy
It looks
guys.
like they're gonna fall over like ass over tea kettle because like they just I've seen those guys that are just like
Yeah,
oof, all
and,
on
and
top,
it
then
looks
just
like that. Tick, tick, tick,
two
tick, tick, tick.
toothpicks.
like a chicken.
No, that's so sad. Well, I mean that's why you can't skip leg day. Like I know guys like it sucks, but like you gotta do leg day, okay?
Sometimes I'm checking the dating app who texts me and the guy posts like your body. He goes a few extra pounds, and you take a look at the picture. It's not a few at all.
Yeah, no, we might have
Yeah, it's not few people.
exaggerated that. Yeah, for sure.
No, and they're not shy, but also, you know, a lot of guys, and you look at the profile, looks like he's, you know, he's wealthy. They post pictures with someone, and you know, like make a black hole on the face. Oh
that's
my
the
god!
worst.
It's like you post pictures with your probably ex or like or not ex, whatever. It's like, come on, do
Dude,
selfie.
Take a
No,
picture.
for some of them, selfie doesn't work at all because they do selfie like that, and then you see like a big nose, like a
Yeah.
piggy, quack, quack. Yeah.
These poor guys,
Yeah.
they just don't
It's
know.
like-
We should start a training course for men.
I was thinking
how
about
to,
that,
what I
you know?
mean? Teaching guys how to, like, coach them in dating, like how to, because a lot of guys, maybe they're coming out of divorce, you know, they haven't dated anyone in 20 years, like they have no clue. Or in the Midwest too, we get guys that like show us their fish pictures, like their whole, like, I caught you dinner, look at, do you like this delicious bass? Look what I could do for our family. So like, and we're just like, oh my god, like no girl wants to see a picture of you holding a fish, but these guys just don't know.
Yeah, oh
They
yeah.
don't know.
Go to the date, see each other. Okay, she's not fake. Okay, he's not shorter than
Like a hobbit, he's not a
but
troll.
yeah,
Okay,
he's
yeah.
not a troll. You see what you like. You start the conversation. You exchange in your energy.
Energy is the
and
most
this is how you understand it's gonna work or no.
Exactly.
If you understand that it's gonna work, let's go to another date after you go in far, or you ask about his like childhood, I don't know, his goals in life, you know, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So, and you see also to put everything on a profile, it's not interesting.
It's not. It's like
like-
reading stereo instructions.
Yeah,
Like,
and-
I don't care.
One guy was upset because I didn't read his profile. Because like, excuse me, your profile longer than my bed sheet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I cannot
I
read
don't
like
have time for
that.
that, yeah.
I go like, sorry, my English is not that good.
right. Yeah.
But actually, it's the best excuse ever for immigrants.
That is perfect.
Yeah, whenever I feel like people bothers me, I was like, I don't speak English. My English is not that good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I wish I had that excuse, but people don't believe me when I tell them that. Like, I'm sorry, I don't speak English. They're like, what? Yeah, have a nice day. Bye.
Okay, which is your age? You know, the older one.
Yeah.
Like what's your age? You would dating with someone who is like 50,
Okay.
56?
Yeah. I would actually. I do like older men. I do.
Oh, okay.
Because they're more like providers. Like I feel like first of all, I love men who are like who pursue me. Like I don't even consider you unless you come and like almost
I mean,
like come and get me and be like, you're mine. I'm like, okay, you're serious. I get it. Like I know. I like love when men really like let me know that I'm their object of, you know, their desire or whatever. So and older men do that.
I put in my profile 50, But still, if you are 50, you have to work out, you know, you have to look like a 40. Excuse
40.
me. Yeah, it's like I know who am I, and I think I deserve this person with me.
Yeah.
I believe, first of all, I believe in energy, and maybe I would say like that right now, and I would marry with a guy who will be 55. Who knows?
Yes.
You know, and the troll.
So you know, no trolls. Cancel. No
Yeah,
trolls.
who knows? But still, you know, like you have to keep this because it's different interests. You know, like he will be enjoying in the bed, you know, when it's time 10 p.m. and you at 10 p.m. Opening the bottle of champagne. You're like, yeah, okay.
Exactly.
And he's sleeping already. He's an old guy, you know, like it's like a baby. He has to sleep at night.
Exactly.
No, so that's, I mean, he could look amazing.
I'm gonna laugh if your soulmate is like 55, but
oh my god, I'm gonna laugh. It's gonna be 60.
But what if, I mean, like down here though, like people, like 60-year-olds don't look like 60-year-olds like in Ohio. Like people like down here, everybody's fit and like vibrant and healthy.
Exactly.
And yeah, so it's different. It could be that, because if he was like 60 but Brad Pitt, you know what I mean? Like you can make an exception.
I mean, if you have money, same as Brad Pitt, maybe.
I guess you can do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
money helps. I think that it's totally fine to want. I think it's necessary to have a man who's like established financially. I mean, like
because he has to. Yeah, otherwise, you know, he's retired already, and who has to work? You.
Yeah. No.
And what if you have kids? He's already retired and you're working for whole entire family because you're at the age which you're supposed to work like adult, right? Yeah. No, of course he's supposed to have money.
Well, and that's right. Like I believe in gender roles too. I love gender roles. I'm like old fashioned. Like
me too.
I love when the man works. Like and
I like work too.
Obviously, we have.
Yeah, but not for you.
Yeah, no.
Sir, no. If I can buy myself flowers, it doesn't mean that I will buy you another one.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and like people today, like all the crazy leftist women with like, you know, the purple hair and 58 face tattoos and stuff. They're like, I won't make him a sandwich, and I'm like, I will love to make you a sandwich. And like, I'm all about like, I would like the 50s housewife in America where she's like vacuuming the house in pearls and like greets her husband at the door with a martini and a blowjob. Like, I'm all about that life. But the man like goes out and works, you know, like,
yeah,
I love that.
Let's say it's better when you're not supposed to carry a vacuum and you have a cleaning lady, right?
Yes,
and you have someone who is cooking meanwhile you're doing blowjob to your beautiful husband.
Still,
you know,
and champagne with the
champagne with the caviar.
Yeah.
Let's say that this picture is a little bit better,
okay,
right?
So we're working on our vision together. That's good. I like it. So to wrap this up, like what advice would you give men like who are on dating apps who maybe don't know, they just don't know, you know? So like what advice would you give them?
Same exactly. If you see at the restaurant or at the street, I don't know, in the movie theater, if you see the woman who you really like to know better, you just go to her and ask her for the date.
Approach her.
Of course.
With confidence.
Yeah, and with a dating app, it's even easier, you know? Like, first of all, you're not gonna be embarrassed if she will say, you know, like if someone texts me, probably I would say no or don't say anything.
Right.
So online, it's okay. You're not gonna be upset. You're not, and she's not gonna hurt your feelings. Their smile, you know, with all 32 teeth, it's like, oh my God, why would you do that? It looks like when my dog poop and smell it. He does the same, you know.
I don't know this face you're talking about.
It's like, imagine. Yeah. My dog one time, he pooped and smelled it and he did the same.
What? Okay, so no dog poop smells?
Yeah, and if I'll go through the profile, okay, I don't see 32 teeth, at least it's a good, point.
So, okay, well, life lessons from beautiful Russian Svetlana, and tune in for next time. Maybe we'll do a part 2 and do an update, see how we did on all of our life advice. So
we wait for your likes, guys.
Yep. All right.